to make some Alfredo sauce for pizza. This is a thicker Alfredo sauce than I would normally put on pasta. So I'm going to start with turning my heat to medium in my saucepan. I have 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream. I have 3 tablespoons of butter. And 2 ounces of cream cheese. So we're going to put this in and we're going to let it melt and then thoroughly combine. This should take a minute or 2 and then we'll be back. Just trying to see if I can stir through it with no clumps, no chunks. That's what we're looking for. All right, so I'm going to turn this heat to low. That's about a 1 on my gas stove. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons or a little more than 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then we will stir this in and leave it on low for the next 18 minutes and let it just simmer together. So our Alfredo sauce has been simmering on low for about 19 minutes. We're going to just remove the heat, so turn it off and let it sit here and cool off until it's about room temperature, and then we'll make our pizza. So for chicken Alfredo pizza, I made my pizza dough earlier, which is a whole separate episode. You're more than welcome to go watch. I'm now going to, so the last time I did this, I did it on camera and my pizza crust would not come off my pizza peel. So I did some searching on the internet of how to fix something like that. And this is what they have said. I should put it on parchment paper first. Spread it out on parchment paper. Like I would on, my normal thing. Make the lip in my crust like I normally would. Stick my parchment paper on my pizza peel, like this. Brush the edge of my crust with olive oil so it doesn't get dried out. And then fix it like I normally would. So in the meantime, my oven is preheated to 525 degrees and I have a pizza stone sitting in there. It needs to be in there for about 30 minutes to get nice and hot. So now I have the Alfredo sauce we made just a little while ago. Just like that. And now the next step depends on how you like your pizza. So some people will put their ingredients and then their cheese, and some people will put their cheese and then their ingredients. I am a fan of cheese on top. So I have a cup of chicken that I've already cooked, and I cooked this in Italian dressing, so it's got a little bit of a kick to it. I'm going to sprinkle over my pizza. And if you want to see the recipe for this, I have a video on cooking it in a frozen chicken in a pressure cooker. And then I have a cup of spinach that I've just kind of taken the pieces of. I've torn it apart. I didn't chop it with a knife. I just used my fingers like this. And you don't have to use all of it. And you can use more chicken if you want, or less chicken, or more spinach, I'm just going to get enough so that there's a little bit in every bite, and so I'm probably not going to use the whole cup here. But it's a great way to sneak vegetables into my kids. And then I have a cup and a half, almost 2 cups really, of mozzarella cheese. Let's sprinkle that over the top. So we're going to bake this in a 525 degree oven on the parchment paper. So I'm going to slide the parchment paper onto my hot pizza stone in the oven. We're going to cook it for 10 minutes, and then we're going to pull it out and add another half a cup of mozzarella cheese to the top. So our pizza stone has been in the oven for about 45 minutes now, which means it's nice and hot. So I'm going to open the oven, slide it out just slightly, take my pizza peel, and I've been told, just like that, look, it worked! And now we're going to cook that for 10 minutes. So our pizza's been in the oven about 10 minutes. All I'm going to do is slide it out a little and sprinkle another half cup of Parmesan cheese on top because we really like cheese. And then I'm going to let this cook for another 2 minutes and then we'll be ready to eat. So our pizza is out of the oven. That extra 2 minutes to melt more cheese over the top. And we're just going to slide it off our parchment paper and then we'll be ready to cut it.